Everything that's happened has led up to this moment, President Snow. All the fighting, all the death, it's been your doing. But now, finally, we will have our peace. We will have our moment. And all the deaths that you've caused, Snow, we will visit back on you tenfold. Fuck you, President Snow. Fuck you. But damn, are you sexy.
Really? What are you doing?
I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry.
Hello and welcome, tweens, teens, and
Automobiles.
more of a female demographic than we're used to Resisting Boredom, where we drink, ramble, and discuss things in never-ending quest of not being bored.
I'm not cool with Autobots.
I'm Brandon Kaiser.
Just.
Kate Coleman cool.
I'm doing something very important or else I would stop.
But you are
Brian Haas.
nice. Did you say Kate Kaminkle? Anyways, today we saw the Hunger Games. Alright, Great. Today we saw the Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part Dos, or 2, for those not Spanish-speaking viewers.
Fine.
It's directed by Francis Lawrence, again, who did the last 2 before this, so he did 3. Stars Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth, Donald Sutherland, Julianne Moore, and a CG Philip Seymour Hoffman. So,
Don't look at me for validation.
there's more, but hey, I don't want to bore you. Just watch one of our old Hunger Game reviews for most of them, except for Gwendolyn Christie and...
Shut up.
Okay, never mind, I'll stop. So anyways, Kit, what did you think of Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2?
I don't think Jennifer Lawrence can play a 17-year-old anymore. She looks clearly in her 20s.
So you don't think Katniss aged at all through any of this?
That too. Like, she didn't look like she aged very much.
Wait.
So which one was it?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Is that is that a good thing or a bad thing about this movie?
It's on the fence. So, pretty much...
I'm sorry. So what did you think of the movie?
It was a movie.
Come on,
It
you
was-
drink that much.
Well, no, this is like pretty much... I don't really know what to say about this movie. It was a lot like the second one.
What'd you like?
I liked a lot.
Wait, the first part or like the second movie?
Oh, sorry, it was like
nothing like the second movie. It was
like-
more like the first part.
More like the first movie.
Third part of
Yeah.
the movie.
The first Hunger Games or
The
Hunger
first
Games
Part of the
one?
third part.
The first.
Well, it was. I really enjoyed the action from like the beginning where they actually were going through the city and shit. But I was
That was the bulk of the movie that you. Just
I
felt
was
the
mainly
beginning.
hoping for things to just keep me awake because I was tired as shit. And it did that, and like then the ending happened, and everything was just really confusing. And well, not really confusing. It was just like what?
All right, I can't wait for that rating. Brian, what did you think of
It's better not to have me go
Hold on, hold
on.
Do you want to touch back on?
What did you dislike about it?
Why are you even asking that?
In 30 words or less.
Or just quickly, what did you not like?
Primrose.
All right, that was one word. Good,
I'm
Brian.
counting the
Oh, okay, it's 2 words. Brian, what did you think of Mockingjay?
Really
Part
enjoyed
2?
Donald Sutherland. Sorry.
Okay, Donald
You're
Sutherland.
done.
Great.
Cut off. But yeah, it was hard to get into, mainly because I don't remember what happened in
Part
the
1.
last movie. I remember the first 2 movies relatively well enough to get the big picture. I don't remember all the minor characters. I don't remember I remember she was the leader of this resistance thing, but I don't really remember why that was important beyond the symbology.
I remember the abomination of
Symbolism.
the English language that's called saying propos, as though it's a thing.
I don't even remember that. I don't know what you're
I
talking
was
about.
really hoping they didn't.
I didn't know who characters were besides the main 4 characters basically. Anybody you didn't list, I didn't even know who they were pretty much.
Woody Harrelson, you didn't know who he was?
I knew who he was,
Okay.
but just because he's a cool alcoholic.
Point disproven.
Blah blah blah. Anyway, the chick with the shaved head had no idea who she was.
Jenna Malone.
I didn't know the
What about
actress.
her hair-
I could not tell you her character's name if that's
Yeah.
what you're going for.
Yeah,
Donald Sutherland.
I remember
He was listed.
John
he's
Snow.
kind of important.
He was listed.
Yeah.
All
Anyway,
right. Anyways, to the review though.
so moving on.
All right, Brandon, what did you think?
Whoa!
Okay, quick, come on.
You said moving on.
Yeah, it did. But so once I got into the action, I really liked that her super secret spy mission ended up like not really doing anything. That was cool. I like that.
Okay.
No, as like a movie.
I
thing,
guess
like,
spoiler alert.
Hey, let all those people
Kinda.
their death for nothing.
They spent like 45 minutes on this thing, and like lots of people died, and stuff was happening.
Maybe we should have a spoiler section at some point.
Oh.
I didn't know if we
People
could just go
die.
into it or not.
People die.
Right.
Yeah. So I actually really like the twist / not twist, but how it turned out that it was really didn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that. That was cool. It's an interesting choice.
Fuck is
All right.
She's the main character, the hero that we deserve, and
Not the hero we need.
yeah, nothing happened.
If you don't have a
Obviously, we didn't need her. That was
If you don't have a
good.
spoiler section, I have something to talk about that.
You can worry about cutting this up later.
I'm not cutting
Do it
shit.
in post. Do it in post.
Yeah.
I'm not cutting shit.
But,
Nobody's watching anymore anyway, so I might as well do my review.
Yeah, I like the ending was a happy ending after all the nonsense.
Okay.
Go.
Great.
Continue.
I enjoyed the movie. I did have problems with it. Mainly, I mean, I saw the end coming. That's number one. The big reveal, twist, whatever you want to call it, that you just mentioned, that wasn't surprising to me. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, and I guess, and
It
whatever.
just seems like a lot of other stuff wouldn't do it. So I liked it.
I still think, these are solid, enjoyable, sci-fi-ish movies. I did notice though, the one scene in the sewers, I kind of want a Natalie Dormer starred action movie now. Just watching her shoot things was kind of like, that could be a sweet movie. But that's not what you get here.
I
You
forget
get
it was
more-
her sometimes.
You get more Hunger Games than that. I think Donald Sutherland was definitely having a good time making this movie. There's a few scenes where you can tell he's having some fun. Yeah, great.
Oscar was like, I was in Animal House in the 70s. Yeah, we all know Donald.
But spoiler alert, one of my negatives on this movie is I did not like the scene where she was attacking the cat. She's the hero of the story. It was kind of weird and out of place.
PTSD.
And, took me out of it. No, I don't care. It took me out of it. Okay, you don't just attack a helpless cat. It's kind of bullshit.
Have you met a cat? They're
Kind
made
of
of
bullshit.
sharp.
They have
All
cat-like
sharp
agility
things.
and sharp claws.
I agree with
Animals,
Brandon. I agree with
assholes.
Brandon. She can't hit a fucking cat with a mug across the room.
No, I didn't like that she was doing
From
it.
building to courtyard with an arrow. Like,
Yeah,
are you
he's got a
fucking
point.
serious?
Bullseye's all this motherfucking shit. Can't hit a one goddamn cat that's not even moving.
Yeah.
That's not what I didn't
True
like.
story.
I didn't like that
True
she was
story.
throwing a mug at a cat. Not
Oh,
that
I
she
can totally
missed the
believe
cat.
She didn't miss the cat. She never liked the cat.
Yeah. It was her sister's cat.
No, that's
The other kind of miss.
Anyways, Josh, what did you think of the movie? Did you like it?
Back to the cat. She never liked the cat. That was like that was her sister's
She
cat.
fucking had the
Yeah,
cat.
that
And
was
that's the reminder of her sister.
Yeah, she never liked
Like,
the
You're
shitty
not-
cat
you're
that
not
got
making
into her place.
Was she like the cat woman? The cat lady in the movie?
And more than that, what the fuck was the cat doing there? It was in District 13 when they left it. How'd they get to District 12? I call bullshit.
Bullshit has been called.
bullshit.
Anyways, Josh, what? Did you like it
I don't get to talk about it.
or no? Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm opening you up to talk. Go.
Woof. I kind of feel like these guys. I mean, I wish I could be more eloquent about it and a little bit more direct, like
Probably
you.
should be.
I wish I could mix you both together. Well, the three of you, because I'm in this boat over here where
You just
it
wanna
was a
talk words.
movie where shit happened and it was okay, and then the critical analysis of it, which I can't do. I guess I don't know.
I'll give you guys this. This is a hard one to review because there are more problems I had with it, but I can't really put my finger exactly on
Yeah.
what they were.
And I
Some
think
bad choices, I guess.
I think a
Or
lot of
something,
them-
some shit I didn't want to mention because of spoilers.
right. Well, regardless of that, I just think this one it jumps right. It is part two of the Hungry Game.
We probably should have
series.
done the
We
back
probably
to back.
should, yeah, we probably should watch part one first.
And it's when they jump from the second movie to Hungry Game 1 Part 1.
Yeah.
Whatever. I lost a lot of it because I didn't watch the second one, and there was no like recap thing, which some
Yeah,
movies do.
I was
You saw the second one we reviewed?
No, I know it. We did all see it.
He just meant recently.
But when we
Oh.
saw part one,
Okay, you're saying it was...
the jump from like having been a year or so after seeing the second movie to like the third movie.
Gotcha.
I was like, I don't know what the fuck it is. So I was kind of like with Brian, where I'm like, I don't know who the fuck these people are, and I was kind of expecting to jump into that when they
Yeah.
did this because they really just open with
And go.
yeah, no, there is no like lead in. They're just Mockingjay Part 2.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're picking up, and that
I will say...
it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Honestly,
But
I knew where it was for some reason. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
well, it wasn't as bad as I wanted to be,
Get ready
or I
for this-
expected it to be.
this stuff.
No, I'm really into characters. Sorry.
Well, yeah, it was just they hit the ground running,
Yeah, yeah.
kept going, and then we're in suddenly they're bumping up these scenes. The action sequence happens, and I think it was strongest for its action because that's. I mean, action sequence. It doesn't matter how shitty your fucking movie's written or anything. If you do some pretty cool action
You
sequences,
can do bad action sequences,
You can do bad, but-
and this one does good ones.
No, this is a big
these are
budget
solid,
movie
Yeah.
with some solid action sequences, so you can have like shit writing and stuff that doesn't make sense. I'm not saying that this movie had any of that per se.
It does.
Exactly. There's some problems with the script, I think.
Which could be the book, too. We can't really blame
Yeah,
the
we haven't
script.
read
They probably cut a bunch.
I feel
of
like
that
no,
out.
and that's
Okay, here's
near the end of it.
I think what maybe you guys are thinking what I'm thinking based on what you guys are all saying, but I feel like one of the main problems with this movie is they didn't spend enough time with the side characters for us to really care about them or even remember them in some cases.
Yeah.
And also, I found the side characters kind of more interesting than the main characters in this movie, and we barely spent any time with them. So it's like can we go to that instead of?
And I think now that we've seen the story as a whole, that Katniss's character is really just not interesting. I never really got it. Like she was, I'm gonna be a survivor, and then maybe she's a leader, but she doesn't want to lead.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
never
I know what you're
like
saying.
her entire story arc. Now that it's complete, I look at it as a whole and go, that character really wasn't that interesting.
Yeah, it got weakest when it was
It-
supposed to be strongest.
Yeah.
kind of
Like
thing.
we're supposed to be like into her by like the part one, part two,
Yeah.
the last two movies. Like we're supposed to.
Supposed to
It
be
looks like we're
glorious
just-
leader.
I felt
But
like
I
when
never
she,
felt that.
I felt like when she should have been harsh, she was too goody-goody.
Yep.
And then when she was actually harsh, it was kind of like unnecessary. Like it was weird. It was like she never saw things the way I saw things.
Exactly.
No,
as a character.
I actually disagree. I kind of saw
Somewhat.
There,
I don't know.
there were some things that kind of like I get what she's going at. Like we don't want to be
To an extent,
Yeah,
yes.
we're fighting an enemy we're completely against. We shouldn't resort to their tactics. I guess is what she was trying to get
True.
at times. But
My problem was just the whole.
My problem also was you could totally see that her side wasn't necessarily the wholesome side. Like wasn't
Oh, yeah.
necessarily the good side.
yeah, that was
So-
the thing. Like even like they kind of realized, oh yeah, these guys are still assholes.
And she never really got along with them, so she kind of should have realized that. And as soon as the one guy told her, "Don't trust them," I was like, "Well, now I know where this entire movie's
Yeah.
going." So, I don't know.
There was a couple weird moments in this movie where it was just maybe they're just trying to wrap it up, where they kind of
Yeah.
like ham-fisted the plot point
Also-
through, just because I'm like we can't do another movie. We've milked this
Yeah.
for too long. Like if we had to do another movie of subtext and set up that
Jennifer
you know,
Lawrence wants to do other fucking
District
movies.
13 stuff like that. We're gonna lose people, so we'll just ham-fist some of these plot points through, shoot them through a fucking sewer action sequence, and then finish
Yeah.
the movie with an explosion.
Also, talk about anticlimactic.
Yes.
Yeah.
This movie sets up for an epic showdown that never really quite happened.
No.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that.
I like.
Kinda
I
cool.
kind. Yeah,
thought it was-
I kind of like the balls of it, but in terms of the way the movie went, if I had enough other things like character development and stuff to fall back on, I could have forgave that more. But because if you're doing an entire setup for this and you didn't do enough along the way to make me enjoy that journey, then I kind of do want that fulfillment at the end.
We just
I
needed
guess.
like 30
wake
more
up,
minutes on the
everything's
first
over.
episode. On the
I
Mockingjay
guess
Part 1 wrap her up.
I guess them doing it was like kind of
Mockingjay Part 1 was long enough.
she
trust me.
wasn't
It was,
the
but-
main focus of the war, as like everyone knew. She was just a figurehead. Everyone
She
else
was just,
got
like,
the work
plus one
done.
morale.
It was like they didn't need her for anything than to be the inspiration. Like everyone still got everything done. They still got where they needed
Yeah,
to
they had
go.
generals
They
and
still
shit.
ended it the way they
Yeah.
would have ended it. She didn't really need to be there. Like even when she like. I don't like.
There's a lot
Yeah,
to
but yeah,
suck in.
just,
I don't know. It feels kind of like a rushed movie to me, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
It makes me wonder how the books
Yeah.
wrapped it up.
Oh, yeah,
It
man, I'm
does- it
curious
does seem
now.
like there was a lot of stuff left on the table. I think when
Mhm.
they moved it to the big screen.
Yeah.
It felt more.
I'm pretty proud of that.
There was more feeling of like accomplishment from Starship Troopers when Jim fucking caught the brain bug. That's about it.
All right, so let's.
Clancy Brown. Clancy
I
Brown
don't
caught
think
the
that
brain
had
bug.
anything to do with what
There was a big. Like you ever put Clancy Brown on top of the brain bug? in this
Hey, it's
thing?
the Kurgan.
I
that
have
was-
to find it, but we'll
Oh,
see.
you'll find
How
it.
hard is it to find the Kurgan?
Starship Troopers. Yeah.
Well,
It can really make
no,
it.
first one.
finding Clancy Brown isn't hard. Finding Clancy
Clancy
Brown on
Brown.
top of the
There is a picture of it online.
There are no books.
It
called
is the
Where's
internet.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah,
That's true.
but
the Great Pumpkin, Clancy Brown. Anyways,
Let's do.
yeah, let's rate this movie.
How's it
We
rated,
rambled for
Clancy
quite a while.
Rate it and
Shit,
remove
I
it
thought it
from
was
our
second.
system.
This time we're going to do a rating scale of post-mortem performances in honor of the late Philip Seymour Hoffman in this movie. So, Kit,
Doesn't get a grade.
how many?
The
Oh,
late
the
great.
late great?
Yeah, you gotta
Sure,
do
the
the
late
late.
Well-
great Philip Seymour Hoffman. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Twister.
That was
All right.
Dusty
the
Twister,
lamest
You got me.
example.
but
The Big Lebowski, yes.
or the one dude from Bookie Nights who was trying to bang Mark Wahlberg every
Oh,
chance he
yeah,
had.
yeah.
Capote.
I'm giving it a solid
Bodie.
That was Capote,
3.
right? He was trying to make.
solid 3.
3.
Solid 3.
3 out of 5.
Kid has a solid 3 every time he wakes up in the morning.
I wish.
Okay.
Alright,
Ryan,
moving on.
how many post-mortem performances are you giving this?
I'm giving it 2.5. Exactly. Average.
2.5, huh?
I think when we're doing a 5 and they all have halves, that makes it 10. 2.5 is a 3. That's not exactly average.
Remember I wanted to do a rating
50%.
scale of 10, and then you said, no, we should do 5, and now
Same
you're trying
thing.
to change 5 into
No,
10.
not. Well, I mean, if we're doing points, it's 10. That was our compromise.
Because you want to do like a 5.5 and stuff like that. We're
Yeah.
like, no.
No, 5.5 is impossible, but...
Yeah,
Unless there
2.5,
is...
that's-
Wait, will there ever be
that's
a
how she
movie?
stands.
The
You
great
want-
compromise
no,
ended
no,
with
like you
us
want,
not doing a
like it was a
10
10 scale. You want to
You
do
know
like
what?
a 6.5 is what
We'll
you
see.
want to do. And we were like,
We'll
no,
see.
fuck that shit.
Maybe in like about a month,
You
I will
find
give
10.
a movie a 5.5 or higher. We'll see.
You
I don't
fucking.
think you got what I was
find-
talking about
You.
at all.
I might break the rules. We'll
We
see in a
get it.
month.
You find
I got
10
it.
fucking
I got the joke.
post-mortem performances.
No, yeah, got it.
Star Trek.
All right, back on track. What did you give it? 2.5?
2.5 all day.
All right.
2.5. You.
I'm going to go with. It's a weird one for me.
Yes, to build up
There are no
suspense for some
7.5s.
reason.
The only 7.5s. that are
Yeah, that's what I kind of like to give it as a 7.5, and I can't. So.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
didn't know the
go-
fucking number right away.
You know, because I'm torn and I have to edit this, and I don't want to split an image in half. I'll give it a 4. Fuck it, 4.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I'd like to give it a 3.5, but I don't want to do that work, and I'm torn. So 4. I still enjoyed the movie. I just have gripes with it. That's
You
all.
rounded up.
This is still a better movie than most.
I have to give it a 2.5 now.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Give it a 2. You guys all gave it halves.
What were you
Thanks a
gonna
lot.
give? I didn't give it a half.
Yeah, solid 3. It was just me and
I was
John.
Oh, well, as long as you guys matched, that's easy for me.
I was
So,
leaning
anyways.
towards a 3, but then you didn't want to give it a half, so I felt like I had to drop down grade.
That's fine, because you guys have the same now, so it's fine with me.
Each
'cause
feels right.
I don't have to split another one in half, so. Anyways, that's it for us.
Solidly average.
Hope you enjoyed
Kid
our
stage
review of this
name.
movie. At least I liked it. These guys were kind of lukewarm on it, but hey, that happens. I'm usually pretty soft on movies in general. I've found. As much as I try to be harsh, I can't. I love movies. Fuck it. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell us what you thought of Hunger Games, Mockingjay, whatever, Part 2, Part 4 of the series,
Hunger
whatever.
Games.
This movie. Tell us what you thought
Part 2,
about
Part
it,
3.
or tell us what you thought about the review.
Banquet Meal Games is the next prequel they're doing.
I don't care. Make fun of us. Who cares? Anyways, so I guess until next time, find your own ways of resisting boredom.
Poof. Is that a big puff of smoke?
Giant.
I would have without you saying it, but now I'm not.
And those warts on your dick
I
go away.
I was not-
Unless you stop using tropical cream every day.
Tropical cream.
Tropical. Topical.
It's topical cream.
I said tropical.
Tropical
We've done this
cream.
one before.
Sorry, I made more sense.
Yes,
why
we
you-
have. So
it made
maybe
more
an
sense
Easter
why
egg.
you said
Except
it,
for
so.
Kick saying tropical cream. That'll be an Easter egg.